This is just really irritating. Twice. And I'm forcing myself to drink 8 cups of water just for my hydration because I really didn't. I barely drank water yesterday. And then I had, and then yesterday, I'm in Mobile now. But yesterday, I had this really big Aquafina bottle of water. I guess it was when I started dozing off when I was over at that Walgreens. I was sitting in the pharmacy and dozed off. But I didn't even open it. I hadn't even opened the Aquafina. It was like fresh sealed tight. Now I gotta hear from them the word bipolar. But anyways, back to the Aquafina bottle. Last night, this guy gave me a ride all the way. So kind of him. From Shreveport all the way down here to Mobile. But so that way I could make it to court. But that was just so kind of him. It's like I tried to open up that bottle and it wasn't like I had to use a lot of strength to open up a fresh, bottle. It was already opened up. And you know how like bottles of water, like say for instance, this right here is a bottle of Smart Water because sometimes it's long and cylindrical. Like say for instance, the cap is right here. Like this is the cap. And a tall bottle of water, it'll only be filled up to that much, right? When I opened up that pre-opened bottle, the water was like up to the cap. Something was added in there. I don't know what exactly, but I threw it in the trash. I was not going to drink any kind of altered water. But back to this here situation. I'm over here at the Captain D's. Did I snap at these people? No. But twice I ended up spilling water. And this just really hurts my feelings that I gotta be talked about. $13.34, of course, that's military time. Get this off the charger. Get out. Where was I getting my water? Yeah, you could tell because it says Persian science. They had like a jug of water. You could tell there was like a little wet circle right there. It was like a jug of water, just like those teas. A jug of water sitting right there. They didn't have that same kind of lid. They had that easy pull-off lid. A bunch of ice in there, and then water. Twice, I accidentally spilt water on the counter and on the floor. This last time, the easy pull-off lid slid off and then hit the floor, and then the ice and the water just went everywhere. I apologize to these people. The women in the back went to laughing. And I'm like, what? I'm already feeling bad. Excuse me. And I'm like, I'm already feeling bad as it is. Then I'm sitting right here, and then without the headphones on my ears, I have to hear them talking about from afar. Oh yeah, she's slow. She's slow. How the fuck is it that I'm slow when you got one of those lids? First off, the motherfucker. Okay, this is the jug right here, right? The top is just right here. There's a bunch of ice. I have a bad tooth, so I cannot handle extreme temperatures on my tooth. So I always drink water with no ice. Bunch of ice like this. And I had leftover bit of water. So since this is my cup and that's the size of it, I'm like, okay, well, let me just pour it. Okay, I pour it. With how low it is, I had to turn it up some. Did not think it was gonna pour out like that. The fucking top fell on the floor, and the ice and the water went everywhere. And then they laughing about it, and then wanna criticize me, calling me slow. How is it that I'm slow when you didn't even have one of those jugs for water, like, you know what they had for the teas, the secure caps? I didn't come over here to be a joke. I'm just gonna go ahead and walk out this bitch. And I'll tell you about court later. But I gotta be called slow, and oh yeah, she's slow, and oh, she's bipolar, and she says she's that. My feelings are already hurt. Yeah. I'm sitting there thinking, never mind. It's just like it does whenever I make videos. Somebody wants to be a violating enemy and just, oh gee, this video says this. Well, let me call down to these people and just make shit worse for Tiffany. So, never mind. So to speak, I just realized, but then again, that's when I bought the food. You need to know what time it is now. Battery's dead. Switch. Shit, how much more does my feelings have to be hurt? And then what's so fucked up about it? While I'm in court, this guy, he was supposedly seeing the judge on some charges. I did not know what his charges were. But while he's in court, when everyone's downstairs, it's a long line. I'm like, I'm not gonna be on time for court. So I was talking with this one lady officer. She said, don't worry, it'll be fine. It moves fast. Went to the end of the line. About 1 or 2 minutes later, here come this skinny, bald-headed black dude. Hey, how you doing? And then he cuts in front of these 2 white guys. I did not know the 2 white guys, so I just said, screw it. Excuse me, sir. They're behind me. Because for some odd reason, I just had these bad vibes about this black guy. All of a sudden came other people, and he's talking to them like they're friends. Apparently they know each other, and they start talking mess. I'm trying to ignore them the best way I can. Get over to the metal detectors. Well, excuse me, ma'am, you can't take all that stuff with you. Okay, well, you can sit it over there off to the side by that officer. Okay, cool. Okay, so I just take my small purse and my phones. I go upstairs, and then I sit down in the pews. Once I figured out which courtroom I had to go into. Same guy comes into the same courtroom, sits right by me. I tell the bailiffs, it was a male bailiff and a female bailiff. I told them both my concerns and the fact that this guy was harassing me. This man calling me slow, retarded, and called me a bitch. A whole bunch of stuff. So I'm sitting there, I'm like, wow, I have to be harassed in the middle of a courtroom? Other people started jumping into it too. Not Ned Bailiff stepped in to make them stop. None of them. Even when the judge came out, it was 2 judges dealing with people. Even when the judge was out, especially the first judge, he's, up on his podium talking to everyone about their civil rights and this and that. And then he started doing the cases with people. even when he's doing the cases, when you're in court, no matter what kind of court it is, you're supposed to always be respectful towards the judge and being quiet and giving respect. That's how you do, especially in court. Hello? No. Over there, they still cracking jokes. I gotta hear, this girl crazy. Oh, she's stupid. She's retarded. Oh yeah, this bitch. What the fuck? And it's like, none of the bailiffs, neither one of the bailiffs would do anything about it. It's like they purposely had me to sit there and be circled around by gang stalkers and be harassed. I don't get any kind of fair breaks in life. I don't get any kind of fair anything. I'm surprised I was even able to get this meal. That's food. And once again, I just overheard from over there, one of the workers telling us, you know something wrong with her. Why is it every goddamn place that I go to, excuse my language, is always, quote unquote, something wrong with her? Why? I'll give you a time and date so that way I can plug this phone back up, go pee one more time, and get my stuff and get out of here. It's like I gotta be circled around. This is not Greenwood. Hold on. But in the middle of court, before, during, and after court, I gotta be circled around by gang stalkers, harassing me, and terrorizing me, and making fun of me. I gotta overhear the words that I'm crazy. Ma'am, I'm not crazy or mental. I'm recording and I'm documenting stuff and I'm talking onto my phone. Please. Seriously. Stay out of me. I'm tired of people's criticisms. I would just want to be able to be me without being everyone's lesser. How am I supposed to ever function in life not having self-esteem? I'm just ready to go. I can upload past 15 minutes, so how do you want to do this? I mean, I get picked on and made fun of and mocked by so many people. I gotta be criticized for talking onto my phone. I gotta be criticized for talking onto my phone. If you're recording a video, sometimes people talk, sometimes people don't. But you're just that narcissistic. I gotta be criticized for talking onto my phone. I gotta be criticized for talking onto my phone. Why am I repeating that? Because that shit is just crazy. Excuse my language. You're just that narcissistic. I have to be criticized for talking onto my phone. That's just like if this man right here got on his phone, started talking on his phone, or else he's making a video, or else he's doing an audio, or he's doing something on Snapchat. And then I walk by and say, this crazy piece of SHIT shit. How does that make sense? That makes no sense at all. None. I've been holding in my pee for all this time. And I got a lock on this phone, so ain't nobody fucking with this phone. Excuse my language. What was I talking about? Oh yeah, court. I gotta sit there and be circled around by gang stalkers in court before, during, and after the court sessions. Being harassed and terrorized by gang stalkers, and basically to say dared to say anything else. Oh girl, I got the outlets. I got this table. Unless if there's another one. And I'm sitting there off in my own business. I gotta be made fun of for spilling water when you have on a loose cap. Twice I spilled the water. I gotta be made fun of for laughing at a video that I'm watching on YouTube. Then I found it on Facebook. I gotta be laughed at for talking on my phone, documenting about what happened here, what happened at court. That is just so narcissistic. It's just as bad as she's going through her phone and I go off making ridiculing comments to say, oh, well, she must be looking at, oh, she must think she sees stuff. I go around and saying she's seeing things. She's crazy just for looking at her phone. Her phone. That's her phone. So she could look at, talk, sing, Snapchat, Instagram, whatever she wants, because it's hers. And this is my phone, and I have the same rights. Why is it that I have to receive criticism and ridicule? It's not fair, and I'm not going for this shit. I'm gonna go ahead, cut this off, start uploading. I got a lock on this phone, so anybody try to come up and do something to the phone, no. I guess nothing else is funny. Because I spoke the truth. It's funny how people just, oh my gosh, people spend so much time trying to shut me down with lies. Oh, she's crazy, something's wrong with her. When all I gotta do is just speak the truth and everything just gets shut down. So. Let me go pee. I'm not gonna pee myself for the sake of others.